Scouts, the American flag runners of Team Fortress 2. Having a thing for baseball and a need for speed, Scouts hold an in-game record for being the fastest class through their class speed. Saying that, Scouts can capture control points and move payloads twice as fast. In addition to speed, Scouts are the only class that can double jump. Armed with a deadly Scattergun, a pistol, and his deadly bat, he'll not only capture the intelligence and leave the opposing team confused, he'll also have a good time doing it. Scouts have a medium to close range Scattergun, a medium ranged pistol, and a bat. These are used in conjunction with his speed and double jump. The movement and usage of these weapons in combination with one another are a deadly foe. As a scout, you have very low HP. You can easily be a one-shot or two-shot for most classes. Even a scout can one-shot you if he gets lucky. However, you do have an advantage over most classes: your scattergun. Your scattergun is very powerful. It works well in medium and close ranges, and can be very lethal point blank. Meat shots will do over 100 damage, so it's easy to say that you can two-shot any class except the heavy, which would take 3 close-range meat shots. This makes use of your speed and agility to get up close to the enemy, dance around them while dealing damage. You have 6 shots in your scattergun, so you should be able to take out 3 classes if you get all meat shots. Practice your aim, and you can be the devil on your team. But what happens if they're out of range? They're in medium range, but you don't want to waste those precious shots in your scattergun. Swap to your pistol and take them out at medium range. Normally only 12 damage with 12 shots, but that can add up. And trust me, if you can land enough shots, you can take out those enemies with low health. But what happens when you're out of ammo for both the pistol and the scattergun and you're in the heat of combat? Well, use the baseball bat. It's fast, it's quick hitting, and you do about the same damage per second as every other class. Just make sure you don't miss a hit, otherwise, well, you could end up dead. Now let's talk about the scout abilities in better detail. The scout runs about 1/3 faster than the other classes that run at standard speed. The scout is also capable of using double jump to dart around in the air during combat or to reach places that other classes would have a hard time reaching. Your speed and maneuverability, especially in the air, are what are going to keep you safe and are your main advantages during combat. Use in conjunction with your scattergun, and you'll be able to dish out damage while leaving yourself practically unharmed. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows with the scout. Unfortunately, this is where one of his major weak points come in, and something you have to work with when playing as the scout: the health pool. At only 125 HP, this makes scout one of the lowest health classes next to the spy. One trick here is to not expose yourself to direct combat. Don't go rushing in as if you're a soldier or a heavy. Take flanking routes. Hit and run tactics. Never think yourself capable of taking damage. If you get any damage, go run for a health kit. That is the only way you're going to survive long term. Know when to get into battle and know when to get out of battle. Know when to engage your targets and know which targets to never engage. If you have a heavy that is facing you front on, more than likely get away from him unless you are confident in your abilities to dance around him. However, if he has a medic, do not go in front of him. Go around and flank. Use your brain as the scout, because the scout is not a bullet sponge. A trick that could be used while out in the front lines is, of course, sticking with groups. Use your team as a distraction in order to get around and deal damage to the players. You are less likely to be targeted by most players if there's a heavy or a soldier or a demoman or even a pyro out on the field. They will mainly ignore you, especially if you're at a certain range. This gives you enough time to run out, go around, and sooner or later they will be regretting letting you live. Last but not least, as a scout, play supportively. Work for your team. Go at advantage points. Kill off important classes like the medic, soldier, sniper, and if you can, get behind enemy lines and cause havoc to prevent the enemy team from moving forward. They will be more focused on you than actually pushing the objective. As well, focus on objectives. You have the highest capture rate of any other class unless the other class is using a pain train, and since that never happens, use your advantages to your, well, advantage. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Clips were edited by ASE, and the voice was done by me, amdragplayer. If you want to watch more and be updated on further videos, click the subscribe button. See you guys later.